Hello, everyone. I'm Michael. Nice to meet you all. So let me say a few words about myself. So I've been into language learning since school, and I've been really interested in the languages from different language groups. I learned Semitic languages like Hebrew, Aramaic, Arabic. Then I switched to Asian languages like Chinese. So I tried to study Scandinavian languages and German. And my plan for this year is to start learning Greek and maybe Latin. So I work with the company called HelloTalk. So it's a language learning app, which has currently over 20 million users, and it supports over 150 languages. And also we have implemented over 20 language courses on the app this year. So due to my interest in the language learning, I actually joined the company and had an interesting experience of living in Hong Kong and in the mainland China, and work with them on different exciting language projects. So what I wanted to tell you today is about the projects that we're going to work on this year, and on some new features that we have implemented on the app. So in 2020, we have launched the new tool called AI Grammar Checker. And also we are planning to expand the content partnerships that we have, that we currently have. So first of all, I'm going to tell you about the AI Grammar Checker and what this project is about. So basically, Grammar Checker is a tool that that was built using the machine learning technologies and the big data algorithm. We implemented it based on the feature that we have on the app. On HelloTalk, people can correct each other and help each other to learn the languages on both chats and the Moments. Moments is a social feature where people can make posts, ask each other various questions about culture, language, grammar, and other things. When someone is making a post, other native speakers can correct those people who posted something. So as I said, it's available both on the chats and on the public moments. You can see them here. We calculated that on average, people make around 50,000 corrections per day on the app. So, we were able to gather around 55 million data records, and lots of them were English language corrections, because quite a lot of people are learning English on the app and are willing to improve their grammar. So out of those data records, we selected several million entries, and based on that, on the data that we got, we used the machine learning technologies in order to build the new tool, which we called the HelloTalk Grammar Checker. So here you can see the basic interface of the feature. So you can either write a sentence or copy paste it, and then you will get the grammar suggestion from the grammar checker, and it will correct you and show what was wrong in the sentence. So in order to understand whether the tool works efficiently enough, we collected, we surveyed the competitors and made the review of those competitors. So in order to make this review, we created two sets with 50 sentences in each one. So the first test set was based on 50 common grammar mistakes that ESL students make. And the second one was taken from the examinations that made by a test of English proficiency developed by the Seoul National University. So, in the links, you can see those 100 sentences that have been selected and have been tested. So evaluation criteria for the test was that if the sentence that was corrected by the tool was like an exact match of the reference sentence, we marked it as true, and the tool got 2 points. And if the result was wrong, we marked it as false, and the checker got the 0 point. And below you will see the charts with the results. So we created two test models, Model 5 and Model 6, and compared the results with other tools available on the market, such as Grammarly, Ginger, Overconnection, as you see on the list. And the results showed that the models developed by the HelloTalk team were quite accurate, and they were more accurate than the existing correction tools. And here are some examples of the sentences which we have tested within the framework of this test. You can the grammar checker is already available on the App Store, so you can go to either App Store or Google Play and try it. The basic feature is free, so you can see how it works. And another project that we are really excited about is the content partnerships that we have. So here you can see the interface of the courses that are currently available on HelloTalk, and like we have over 20 different courses for languages such as English, Japanese, Korean, Chinese. We have recently implemented a new German course, which you see here. So each course contains grammar points, cultural points, sentence examples. So our aim was to develop those courses that will help users to start their language learning journey, because some of the users had to face the challenge when they were trying to find a language partner, but their language level wasn't enough in order to start at least a basic conversation. So for this purpose, we have implemented those courses. They're available for different levels, and now we are focusing on the A0 to A1 courses, because they are really popular, and they will help users to start the conversation with a language partner that they have found. A few words about the business model that we apply to those to the course creation. So now we collaborate with the with different language content creators, such as language schools or companies, teachers, and polyglots. They help us to develop the course, and we then implement it using our custom-made CMS system and make it available for the users. So those third-party collaborations are white-labeled, and the partners get the revenue share from the course sales. This is why I wanted to ask you if you have any ideas about language courses, or you already have some of them available and you would like to make them available for a large audience of the language learners. You could collaborate with us and send me an email. Here on the slide you can see my email, and you can share your ideas, and maybe we could work on this together. So you could download HelloTalk on this using this QR code and join the community. So thank you very much for your time, and I would like to thank the organizers for this opportunity to talk to you. The first time I visited a Polyglot gathering was last year in Bratislava, so I was really glad to meet with so many people interested in languages just like me, and I've met so many great polyglots who speak like various languages. So thank you very much again. And now, if you have any questions, I will be glad to reply to your questions. So what other languages do you anticipate the grammar checker working for in the next year? So next year, we're planning to develop the model for Japanese and Korean languages. And later on, we are planning to expand the project to other languages as well. So it just requires time and development and optimization of the project. So yeah, hopefully we will be able to implement at least 2 additional languages. Thank you for the question. Did you model grammar checking as a machine translation task? Yes. I will make a short introduction. So we had a collaboration with the third party, which have developed an artificial intelligence system which analyzed the grammar and data entries, but it's a bit different from those tools available on the market, because it's not a tool which is based on the rules-based or statistic-based grammar correction services, because they would consume too much time and too much resources. Yeah, so the basic feature that we have used is the machine translation and the deep learning technology, which can correct new new grammar errors by self-recognizing and self-learning. So this is the main feature of the new tool. Thank you for the question. So how many sample corrections do you need to have in a language before the AI has enough information to be accurate? So in case with the English, in case with the English AI correction tool, we needed several million data entries in order to make the machine tool recognize the information and find the patterns that would be sufficient for building the model. Thank you. Have you programmed a part of it yourself? So I personally didn't participate in it because I'm not a tech guy, but yeah, the technical team worked on that and developed it in collaboration with the third-party company. Yeah, thank you. Is there any talk robot available or planned in HelloTalk or any other app? So currently on HelloTalk we have a feature that, which pronounces the sentences written in any language. So now this feature is available, but probably it needs some optimization. But still, you can try it on the app. It's already available. Thank you. I have my course almost done. Does it matter what languages? So you can get in touch with me, and we could discuss it, because actually we are trying to implement as many languages as possible, including minority languages, some rare languages from all over the planet. So it will be interesting. So I will be waiting for your email. Thank you. Did you base the example corrections on one specific type of English? So we, in this case, we have taken example corrections from different types of English, including British and American, because primarily we focused on finding corrections made by different native speakers from different countries. Thank you for the question. What are the top 5 countries your users are from? So our users come from Japan, China, Korea, the US, Brazil, Russia, and other countries. Thank you. So how likely is HelloTalk to collaborate with minority languages for courses? Thank you for your question. We would like to collaborate with the people who are developing minority language courses. So as I mentioned earlier, any courses are interesting for us, and since the number of users who are learning minority languages is quite big on the app, I think it will be a really interesting project to work on. Thank you. So are you planning to develop a feature to search for tandem partner in your current city? So this feature is already available on the app. You could search for the language partners by a location. So you could select a city or a region, a state, and find a language partner who is nearby. Thank you for the question. Has it been developed in all of the languages offered or just certain ones at this point? For now, it was developed primarily for the English language because currently it's the most popular on the app. But we are going to develop it for other languages as well. So thank you very much. Could you show a little demo now? Unfortunately, I don't have the app installed, but I will try to show it to you on the in the in-app version, because you can get access to the tool using the app. So we have a new feature here. I'm not sure whether you could see my screen. Unfortunately, it's not visible. So I will show you an example now. So yeah, unfortunately, it's not visible. I'm sorry. Anyway, if you want to test it, get in touch with me, and we will. I will get you the access to the tool, or I will explain explain you how to use it. So thank you, and sorry for the inconvenience. So apart from grammar correction, what other types of big data and NI-based functionality do you see in the future? I think that we will probably develop some new algorithms for. We will consider developing new algorithms for the word learning, because this is one of the most problematic issues that users are facing. And another one, we were thinking about developing a course which could be adapted to the user interests. But it's a project that will consume quite a lot of time and efforts. So I can't tell you exactly when it's going to be implemented, but this is what these are some of the projects that we would like to consider working on. Thank you. So, is your grammar app better at spotting non-native speaker errors than general grammar checkers, e.g. Grammarly? If so, why? Thank you for your question. So in my presentation, I mentioned that we have made tests that compared the functionality and performance of the current model that we have with the existing tools. And it proved that the results were better statistically compared to the existing tools. I think the primary reason is that the machine learning algorithm that was used is constantly learning based on the data entries that has been that it has been supplied with. And it can detect some of the new forms that speakers are using in their daily conversations. So especially when it comes to English slang, it's always being updated. There are so many new words being used. So, and if the machine learning tool is recognizing those changes and see patterns, it can provide sufficient corrections according to those changes that has been visible. So yeah, thank you very much. Does this app use the same algorithms as Google Translate, or is it fully developed by your team? So it's a bit different from Google Translate. I cannot go into technical details because I don't have a sufficient technical background. But if you want to get details, I can. You can get in touch with me, and I will connect you with the tech team for further explanation. Yes, it was developed partly by the team, by HelloTalk team, in collaboration with the company that provided the machine learning tool. So yeah, it was a joint project. Thank you for the question. Okay, so thank you again for all the questions that you had, and I was glad to talk to you. Take care, and I hope next year we will meet in Poland. So stay healthy, and wish you all the best. Bye.